I am all mixed up in my emotions right now. We really could have won this football game. We really could have won this football game. And I'll tell you, the moment that I feel like we lost this football game is when Dak Prescott forced the ball when he could have just ran out of bounds and punted the ball to him and lived to fight another day. He felt like he needed to force the ball in that moment, and there was no need to force. And in that moment, it put us in such a bad position. Okay. Before that, Mike McCarthy was calling. Let's go back to when we were feeling good about this game at 10. What was it, 10-3? It was 10-3, and we got the ball. And I said that we need to go down there at very slowly and score a touchdown. Slowly to score and score and score a touchdown or a field goal. I think it was 7-3. It was 7-3 or something like that. I can't remember the score, but you know what I'm talking about. And we got down to in the red zone, and we threw the ball instead of running the ball to compete, because I was saying if we can score and give the 49ers the ball back within a minute or so and something, a minute and some change on that drive, that drive would have been beautiful if we could have scored. Okay, we get a field goal out and give them the ball back with like 4 minutes left because 3 minutes left because we kept throwing the ball there at the end of the half. So they score and they score a field goal and we get the ball again. And what do? We throw the ball 3 more times and give them that was probably like a 30-something second possession and kick the ball right back to them. So we set our team, and then we got the ball back before the half, and we just set Dak Prescott up for that situation. We completely set him up in the second half, and I said in the draft, I was like, with the reverse, that stupid reverse where Turpin threw the ball forward and we got penalty and went all the way back. I was like, okay, Dak, get us out of this one. But I don't care. I don't care what situation they put you in, Dak Prescott. I don't care how bad your targets are, Dak Prescott, because all of that is true. How bad they're blocking for you, Dak Prescott. You cannot be the guy that makes the mistake to cost the game. So no matter what you did at the end, and that was all, the dime to Turpin was beautiful, but I know you're capable of that stuff, so I'm not giving you none of that. I'm going back to that moment. You cannot press in that moment. That moment lost us this football game. Period. All the bad stuff. I'm saying all the bad stuff happened to you. You were set up. I'll say all of that stuff. But you, Dak Prescott, lost the football game in that moment when you were pressing to make something happen when nothing was there and you could have threw the ball out the bounds. I had your back on that first interception because it was like a punt. And you saw something, you got hit when you threw the ball, so you didn't have everything on the ball anyway. So it ended up being, so it didn't hurt us is what my point is. The second interception hurt us terribly. And as a quarterback, you have to know the difference in the throwing an interception that's really like a punt and the throwing an interception that pretty much ended the football game. Those are the differences between those two interceptions. So it's like I'm really torn because the fight that we saw at the end, all of that, I don't know. I just don't know. All I know is I'm mad at Dak Prescott tonight, and everybody should feast on his carnage. I mean, I'm sorry. He has to understand how bad that decision was in that moment not to do it again. He has to understand that. I didn't even get to enjoy the little comeback. My chat was yelling at me because I was like, "This ain't no comeback." I had joined into the trash yards because I was so upset with that particular play that they just get trashed. This ain't like the Ravens game. The Ravens game was a legit comeback. Well, this was one too, but it fell short. I mean, he hit Turpin in the face mask with the ball. I mean, that was a dime of dimes. That was, I mean, and that is an indication of us not having talent at the wide receiver position. I mean, there's like tons of wide receivers in the NFL that would have easily caught that pass. Easily caught that pass. And I appreciate Turpin, but we threw that pass to a very good kick returner. That's what he is. We gave it. We kicked that ball. We threw that ball to a very good kick returner. So I don't want to give us no credit for nothing tonight. I'm just existing. I was prepared to get that. That's the plus for you Dallas Cowboys, because I was prepared to rip you completely apart if you lost to this football team tonight, and I'm not doing it. I don't know why I'm not doing it, because I'm super upset, but I'm not doing it. So that something is holding me back from just ripping y'all apart for this game. I'm a little emotional about losing to that team and losing to that uniform and seeing them right now on my screen, having interviews, smiling, laughing, especially Kittle. Kittle is right there right now. It really bothers me. But again, that's another better football team than us. We could have stole one. And I'm angry that we didn't steal one, but we could have stole one tonight. All right, I'm going to bed, and I'll be up in the morning. My thoughts will be clearer in the morning, but right now, the only thing I can say, I'm so mad right now, but the only thing I can say positive about the Dallas Cowboys is I'm not going in like I was going to go in on McCarthy, the offense, everything. But I'm just going to go to sleep mad. All right, holla at you guys.